after like 3 days of speaking to 300 people in 3 days, I was not nervous about pitching them. What's the worst that can actually happen? Like, oh my god, he's that guy online who messed up his words and he made a lot of views on TikTok. No, people have got lives to live. People forget. You ain't that important. I'm not that important, which is... So I often think about the state of society right now, and with the increase in like social media and the increase in like technology, people are more isolated than ever. I think my generation, I'm 21 years old, I think my generation, we had it bad, but the younger generation right now, they have it really fucking bad. Like, the 12 and 13-year-olds of today's generation, they are indoors even more than my generation was, and I think my generation was indoors too much as well. What is that actually creating? It's creating a generation of kind of autistic people who can't function like normal human beings, and that is actually such a sad state of affairs when you really think about it, because that's going to affect so many people's lives. It's going to affect their ability to get a partner, it's going to affect their ability to get a job, it's going to affect their ability to start their own business. It's just fucked. What should you do if you're a young person aged between 15 to 23? If you are one of these people that you've stayed inside, you used to play video games a lot, you spend too much time on computers playing fucking League of Legends, or I don't know, CSGO, some bullshit like that. So in my opinion, what you should actually do, well, this is what actually worked for me. So I would highly recommend getting a door-to-door sales job. So yeah, we created a generation of like autistic people essentially, and the thing is, it's not just like a small subsection of like the population. It is actually most people, even like smart kids and stuff. They're online more than ever. I feel like I read somewhere that we're having less prodigies now because they're probably all addicted to TikTok and just doing bullshit and following trends and all this shit, watching Mr. Beast. It's not just like the average person, it's actually like people who are clued on, as people who are smart, naturally smart as well. Because the way social media has created these apps is so addictive for the young brain. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if in 20 years we look back on young people and be like, well, how the fuck did we let them have social media? Like, because of what it does to our brains and stuff like that. But yeah, what should you do if you are one of these people who stays inside all day, you're a bit of a hermit and you don't leave the house a lot? I'd say throw yourself in the deep end and learn a high income skill. So I would highly recommend learning sales, because number one, sales is going to force you to develop your communication skills first of all. Now, just saying communication skills doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but when you actually peel back the layers and you understand what communication actually is, you realize communication is most of life. Communication is going to that job interview and conveying yourself in an official manner so that people respect you and people will give you a job. Communication is finding a partner and finding someone with common values. Communication is literally networking and meeting new people, which is life essentially. So if you don't have communication, what's going to happen to you? You're just going to stay inside all day, you're going to be isolated, and you're just going to stay inside all day more. It's going to mess up your brain, you're not going to see sunlight, and it's going to affect your health, and you're probably going to reduce your lifespan by a lot, by many years, probably. Don't quote me on that, but that's just my bro science. So yeah, communication is a massive aspect. So definitely get a sales job. Doesn't have to be door to door. Get a door to door sales job or a business to business sales job. Both the same. You're going to develop yourself. You're going to learn skills. And then what else is it going to allow you to do? It's going to allow you to open up your own business if you want. So if you want to open up your own SMMA, or if you want to open up your own any agency of any form where you require client acquisition through social media outreach, sales outreach, it's gonna fucking help you massively, because you're gonna realize what you're not just regurgitating stuff just to say stuff. You're actually participating in a conversation. You're actually listening to what they say, and you're internalizing it. You're thinking about it, and you're giving a response. So communication, number one. Number two, what it's going to allow you to do is going to make you a lot more resilient. Now, if you're like me, you probably think that if you start doing a sales job, you're going to be really good at it because you've got a massive ego that is unfounded. So let me tell you, that is not the case. And for my first sales role, it was commission based only, and for the first week and a half, I made fucking zero money, and I was working like 12 hours a day, which is peak. It's so peak. But yeah, that's what happened. I didn't make any money, and what it forces you to do, it forces you to grow, and it forces you to adapt, and it forces you to overcome your limiting beliefs. So like limiting beliefs that I was having at the time was, oh, I've not made a sale yet, I've been working all this time, and I just don't think it's for me, and I just don't think I can do it. Oh, it's too hot, I'm sweating, my arm's hurting, my fucking, oh, that customer's really rude, it's affecting my day, I can't handle this. This is the type of shit that you have to deal with, and you have to actually overcome. Once you overcome it, life is so much sweeter. Life is so much sweeter. I'm glad I went through all that. I'm glad I went through so much struggle, and I'm glad I doubted myself so much, because when you get to the other side of it, life is so much better and it's so much sweeter. So yeah, do that because it will make you a lot more resilient. Also, you'll realize, and another key realization you'll have, people are just people at the end of the day, and they'll forget about you. Like when I did my first door to door sales job, and I was speaking to like 100 people a day. After like the 3 days of speaking to 300 people in 3 days, I was not nervous about pitching them as I was on the first day. Because on the first day, it's like, oh my god, I'm not ready to do my first door. What if I mess it up? What if I say the wrong thing? And then, what's the worst that can actually happen? Like, what, are they going to call the police on you for messing up your words or making a fool of yourself? Do you think they're really going to remember you? Well, I suppose if they have a Ring doorbell and you say some dumb shit, they might post it online, but who really gives a shit? Even the people that, if they watch that video, do you think they're going to remember that and they're going to be like, oh my god, he's that guy online who messed up his words, made a load of views on TikTok? No, people have got lives to live. People forget. You ain't that important. I'm not that important. So yeah, mindset is another thing that it forces you to improve your own mindset. It forces you to have a growth mindset, because sales is one of those jobs that if you do not have a growth mindset and you do not have a attacking mindset, a forward thinking mindset, an aggressive mindset, then it's not for you, and you will be subject to torment, which I've seen many times in sales, people coming in and then leaving because it's not what they thought. So yeah, mindset is another massive thing that it will help you develop. When you really think about it, a sales job is literally self-improvement university for a young man. So who am I, by the way? My name is Imran. I have extensive experience in B2C and B2B sales. I currently help SMMA owners with developing their sales skills as well, because I know a lot of you guys are struggling with that. So yeah, if any of you guys are struggling with any sales tips or mindset issues or even outreach methods on social media, because I've got extensive LinkedIn outreach experience, then subscribe to the channel and hit me up in the comments. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.